This time I will call the May 7th, 2024 License Committee meeting to order. Carrie, would you do roll, please?
Alderperson Carpenter.
Here.
Gantz.
Here.
P-Rock.
Here.
Thank you. Number 2, approval of the minutes of the April 16th, 2024 License Committee meeting. I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Dan, second by Devin. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Number 3, public comment upon matters not on the agenda. Comments made during the public comment period shall pertain only to matters under the jurisdiction of the License Committee. Anybody in here have any comments they want to make that's not on the agenda, or anybody in virtual world? For the second time, anybody have any public comments? Third and final. Number 4, election of the chair. I will open this up for anybody who wants to make any motions or who they would like for the chair.
I nominate you for chair, Dan Carpenter.
One second.
Okay. Any others? I guess it's closed. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Election of the vice chair.
Pamela Gantz.
I'll make a motion to open that.
You want to do this then?
You can have it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll second it. Pamela? Motion was made for Pamela.
You do it this way.
Motion was made by Devin, second by Dan. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Number 6, request by Jared Crampton to appear before the License Committee regarding the denial of his operator license application. I will make a motion to open this meeting.
I'll second.
Motion by Dan, second by Devin. All those in favor?
Aye.
Jared, would you like to come there, state your name, address, and everything for us, please?
Jared Crampton, 1021 Coral Street, Apartment 3, De Pere.
As you know, you were denied, and this committee has, for many years, had rules and regulations why it gets denied. And one of the things that I see in this is that you did not show bail jumping. Can you fill me in why you didn't?
Yeah, I totally forgot all about it. I put the actual charge that the bail jumping was on there for, and it was just an honest mistake. I've sober, I've changed my life around for the last 18 months. I haven't gotten in any trouble. I have letters of recommendation from the school. I'm going to school for alcohol and drug counseling. I'm almost done with that. Basically, it was really an honest mistake, and I apologize for that.
Does anybody else have any other questions at this time? Anybody else have?
I'll take it here.
And then, I guess if it's up to you, on 2018, you had second-degree reckless injury. Can you?
So what happened was we were in a hotel. It was a horrible time in my life. I was going through a divorce, and there was 2 people. We were all partying in my hotel room, and since I was there, I got charged with second-degree reckless injury. I did do CPR. I was the one that actually called the police. That gave me 4 years probation. I'm almost done with that probation. I've had only 1 violation while on probation. Like the letter stated, it was a mistake. I can't come up with a reason of why I did it. I take total responsibility for it. But for that, that's the reason why I'm going to the alcohol and drug treatment schooling, because I do want to there's a huge fentanyl problem in this area, and I want to be able to change at least one person's life. Being at the gas station is a temporary job, and I will be leaving there within the next 2 years and getting licensed with the state of Wisconsin. I've looked into that, and there shouldn't be a reason why I couldn't get licensed through that. But that's what happened.
So this isn't your career choice, being in, the bar field? Are you
No,
planning
it's
on doing, what are you
definitely
planning on
not.
doing?
It's not my career choice in being a liquor license
Okay,
person.
so what are your goals? What are you planning on doing?
AODA counseling. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I mean, this is not my career choice by no means. I think 2 years and I will no longer need a liquor license because I won't be doing this any longer.
So the first one was in 2018.
Mhm.
Is that the one you were talking about in the hotel?
Yeah,
And then you had something in 2019.
yeah, it was right after. So it was September, and then I had bonded out, and I got high, and I was scared, and I called the police, trying to get help to go into treatment. But I don't know if you guys know this, but it is really hard to get drug treatment in this area. I mean, in Outagamie County, there's no beds available. So when I got out, I couldn't do anything. I applied for treatment, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't find anything. Treatment's really expensive. I mean, so I was thrown out to the wolves, and I got high again. I mean, I've tried, and that's what I have gone to treatment finally. And I've been clean 18 months, and I have no plan on looking back to that.
How did you get the final treatment?
I went through the probation. That was part of when the judge issues this thing. I had went to Jackie Nitschke, and I even had to wait. I had to wait a couple months to get in, and I basically locked myself in the house and couldn't do anything. I mean, there's still, I mean, every day I look back on that and I regret it.
Well, I'm glad that you finally did get some treatment. I do work in the mental health field, so I do know it is hard to get. So
Yeah, it's
That's
hard
good.
to go through the mental health. I'm still trying to find a counselor, and I mean, just the waiting period to find a counselor. I've waited 5 months, and finally, next week I see Dr. He's with Aurora, but I mean, it's hard to navigate the mental health field.
how do we know that you're not going to relapse again? I mean, what kind of assurance can you give us?
I mean, I've been working nonstop since I've started, and that's what keeps me sober. I mean, I volunteer with Green Bay First. I work with the children that are in poverty. I mean, going to church on Sundays. I mean, I work with the food pantry on Tuesday and Thursday. I mean, I'm trying to give back to the community because they've helped me get to where I'm at.
Where are you going to be working if you?
I'm actually working there right now. It's the Shell. I'm currently on the clock now with my probationary license or temporary license with Shell, True North.
And they sell alcohol?
They do.
And were you able to obtain any statement from them, or is anybody here from there?
It's in our
I-
packet.
There's
Okay.
also the
one's
assistant
in the
managers
packet.
behind me.
Okay. I did see what you submitted as well, but can you come up?
What-
Are we allowed to have them come up?
Yes, you have to give your name, your address.
Yeah, of course. So I'm Joe Willer. I work at 1010 South Broadway. I'm the assistant manager there. I'm 1247 Pershing Road, apartment 75, just down the road as well. I'm here as an advocate for them. I've seen criminals before. I've seen people who've done bad things and that won't reform at all, but he's an example of somebody who's actually trying to better himself. As rare a thing as that is, I don't see that a lot. And he's always working, he's always trying. He's somebody I see as someone who made a mistake that honestly wants to change. And I'm fairly certain there was just his honest mistake he made on his application. He's, so that's all I wanted to say was I genuinely think he's a decent human being who's trying his best. So that's all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Back to you, Jared. Sometimes I just, and I understand I'm happy you're working, and I just wonder why do people, and maybe you're having a hard time getting employment, that you have to find employment where alcohol has to be served. I'm not taking it as a negative. Don't get me wrong. It's just like there's other jobs out there, and we tend to get people that go to that same field that got them somewhat into trouble. You know what I mean?
I mean, as you know, I mean, I have a letter from the doctor. I don't drink. I mean, it's something I can do, and that, I mean, they're willing to work around my schedule with schooling. And I mean, you go to a factory and you're working 12, 14-hour days where I can work 8 hours here and I can still go to school. I mean, and they're a lot more, they're flexible with my scheduling. And
Okay.
it's not really even that. I can tell you I've turned away probably 20 different people. I mean, because I care. I mean, they were drunk. I mean, I've turned them away. Every single time. I mean, he gets mad at me. He cusses at me. I mean, I've been spit on. Like, I mean, I care.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that's. I mean, I can't. I mean, it's hard to find a job being a felon. It's really hard.
Yeah, thank you. I just
Sure.
was asking a question there. Anybody else have any other
What
questions?
is your plan for the future then? You're going to work at the gas station until you graduate?
Yeah, until I get done with the AODA counseling, the certificate, and then I have somebody that's at the methadone clinic that should be able to get me in as a counselor.
Oh, good. It's great that you have some goals and that you're trying to help people.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing that and trying to change your life. It's not easy. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You can go sit back. I'll make a motion, go back to regular. Oh, let's 1 minute first. Would you like to make a comment here? I'm sorry, I don't know your name.
So I'm Nate Mersick. I'm one of the police captains.
Would you like to come and make a comment here or not, or?
I can just say that respect to the process of the applications, there's a process for accepting and denying, and I want to hold true on the integrity of that process for the future of future applicants and stuff. So that's just my own say. You guys still have the discretion to approve and make those changes, but in an effort to keep consistency within the process, to hold true to those rules that were established.
And I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Now I'll make a motion, go back to regular order.
I'll second.
Motion by Dan, second by Devin. We're now back in, all those in favor, excuse me.
Aye.
Bye.
Motion carries. All right, I am open for a motion of something, or, I don't know, how. I'm just, I mean, I'm the devil advocate. I had siblings, I've had people that have gotten in trouble in their lives, and I know other people that have got in trouble in life, and some say they're going to get better, and they don't. Some try to get better, they slip away. But I like giving people a chance. I am one of those, and I know our struggle here is we have these guidelines. They're made that he technically shouldn't get his license, but I don't know if I agree with all the guidelines all the time. That they're there for a good reason. Do not get me wrong. They're there. I mean, I've seen other things on his things, a bunch of drunk driving or other things. I don't know what battery. The offenses he has aren't good offenses. You get in trouble for certain reasons, and there's a system out there. So I just made my comments. I don't know if anybody else has any comments to say or where we want to go with this.
Well, I agree. I think that people make mistakes, and it was a few years ago. Sounds like you're trying hard to change your life. It sounds like you have some good advocates. So I'm for giving another chance.
How do we say that? It's for a full 2 years, right, Tony?
Yes. Yeah, this license is for full 2 years because this is a regular license. You can't put a person on probation. Cannot, am I correct, Tony? We can't put somebody on probation. It's either give them a license or don't give them a license.
Correct.
So is that a motion?
Yep. I'll make a motion to approve this request.
I'm going to second that motion.
I appreciate it.
Wait a minute.
But we don't want to see,
Yeah, so here,
Back.
all right, there's a motion by Pamela, second by Dan. Any more discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
aye.
Nays, motion carries. I will say, I wish you the best, but this isn't guaranteed yet. We're just this committee. It has to go to the full council, which meets, and I think you're about item number 7 on that agenda and everything, and
I recommend you
Th-
stay for
this is,
that meeting.
yeah, you'll have to stay so stay for the next meeting is what I'm trying to tell you, because we're just 3, that is not the majority of the council.
And just to what you just did, but they're going to ask you questions as well. And I hope for your sake that you stay on track. Because next time we probably wouldn't be able to do
No, we've been
You wouldn't get a
burned
license.
once already.
No.
And that's, I mean,
But I'm confident. I think you'll do well. I mean, a year and a half is a long time, so.
All right.
I'm sorry, we have a motion and a second. Did you vote on?
Yes, we
You
did.
did. Okay, thank you. I
It
just
was
wanted to
all 3 of
confirm.
us.
Okay.
All right, number 7, future agenda items. May have any future agenda items? All right, number 8, adjournment. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
Motion by Dan, second by Devin. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Meeting is now adjourned. Thank you.